Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live broadcast here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. It has been basketball galore, and we have finally come to the championship coverage of the Conroe Basketball Christmas Classic, the 53rd edition, and we are mighty, mighty glad to be here with you live from Conroe, Texas. The radio guy, Dr. Mike Friends, along with Philip Friends. Philip, has been some good basketball that we've been seeing going throughout the course of these last couple of days. What do you think?
Yes, sir. It's been some really good basketball. A lot of the teams showed out to show out their best competition. You know, it's a tournament where you don't want to get mistaken as, well, we're not that good. You know, this is a tournament where you display your best effort and your best talent. There's a lot of good teams out here.
Well, this tournament has been brought to you by Buckalew Chevrolet. Buckalew Chevrolet, located at 1100 I-45 in Conroe, Texas. They have been a 52-year supporter of this tournament, and we are mighty glad to have partnered up with them for this. And from the sounds of it, it looks like everybody is pleased, and we'll be back as long as we can keep coming back. Some good basketball. We'll break down how the teams got to where they are right now. As we mentioned, it has been a lot of great basketball going on. What we're going to do is take us a break, and when we get done with this break, we'll come back and talk all about how the teams got to where they are right now. We are live from Conroe, Texas, here, ready for the championship game between the Concordia Crusaders and the cyranch Mustangs. Keep it where you got it, and we'll be right back.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Donnie Buckalew with Buckalew Chevrolet. We're happy to be a part of bringing these games to you. For over 52 years, we've been a proud supporter of our schools and our student athletes. To be of any assistance to you for any of your automobile needs, sales, or service, please give us a call or contact us at BuckalewChevrolet.com. Remember, it's always a better buy at Buckalew.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank Donnie Buckalew and crew for their support and underwriting of this tournament, and we're mighty glad and excited to be here giving you these games. These games some have been very, very competitive, and some have been quite the opposite, if you would. But nonetheless, it is time to get things done, as Conroe Christmas has been yet another success. We had all kinds of basketball here starting off on yesterday, where it started off at 9 a.m. in the morning. Over 28 pool games played. And the coverage that we had on yesterday, Crosby lost to Conroe. Was victorious over Conroe, 56-50. And then we had Concordia take care of business over Fort Bend Marshall, 79-54. Fort Bend Bush was victorious over Crime by the score of 75-33. Westfield fell short to cyranch by the score of 64-59.
cyranch won that one.
I'm sorry. cyranch won that one. Forgive me. Got them mixed up. Then we had Crosby losing to Goose Creek by the score of 71-67. cyranch was victorious again over Elsik by the score of 56-40. Now, that game sounded closer than what it really was. cyranch really showed their dominance in that game. Conroe lost that nightcap to Foster by the score of 69-60. Now, Philip, you had some scores of today's contest on how we got to where we are now. Do you want to give us a little wrap-up on those?
Yes, sir. So I want to start off with the gold bracket, and that was Foster versus Concordia. And these two teams played for a spot into today's championship game, and that was Concordia coming on top by a score of 73-53. And for the other matchup, for the other position for the championship game was Fort Bend Bush versus cyranch, and that was a nail-biter. cyranch leaked out on top by a score of 60-58. So here we have our championship game, cyranch versus Concordia for the championship match, but Foster and Bush will play in the other gym for the third place. And then other scores, we had Goose Creek falling short to Marshall by a score of 68-65 in the silver bracket. And then Westbury coming on top over Westfield by a score of 78-61. So those two teams competed for the Silver League Silver Bracket Championship, and Marshall came out top by a score of 71-51 over Westbury. Couldn't get a score for the Goose Creek and Westfield game, so we're trying to get back there as soon as possible to let the fans know. And then in the bronze bracket, you had Crosby defeating Navasota by a score of 63-59, and then you had Klein defeating Elsick by a score of 54-43. And then you had a good defensive game by Crosby and Klein for the bronze championship. Klein leaked out a victory by a score of 38-31. And then Elsick defeated Navasota by a score of 72-60 in that consolation for the bronze bracket.
28 games in 2 days, and we still got a championship game to go. Of course, Concordia Crusaders, right out of Tomball, their head coach is Bill Holnick. They're from the TAPS District 3, 6A. Their victories, as reported, over Marshall 79-56, over Huntsville 78-58, over Foster 73-53 to be undefeated in this bracket and be in the championship. Cyranch, they're led, and what a representative of District 17, 6A, Mason Huffmeister is the head coach. So their victories were over Westfield by the score of 64-59, over Elsick 56-40, Fort Bend Bush 68-50. That was actually a pretty good game, one of the better games that we've had throughout our coverage here. So the stage is all set. These teams are locked and loaded, ready to go for some championship basketball coverage right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. The radio guy and I guess the baby radio guy, we got to give him a name after a while here. But what we're going to do, we're going to take another break from our underwriter of choice, Buckalew Chevrolet, located at 1100 I-45 in Conroe, Texas. We'll hear from old Donnie and crew, and we'll be right back with more of our pregame coverage. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network, live from Conroe, Texas.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Donnie Buckalew with Buckalew Chevrolet. We're happy to be a part of bringing these games to you. For over 52 years, we've been a proud supporter of our schools and our student athletes. If we can be of any assistance to you for any of your automobile needs, sales, or service, please give us a call or contact us at BuckalewChevrolet.com. Remember, it's always a better buy, Buckalew.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince and Philip Prince, they're live from Conroe. Philip, we've seen a lot of basketball. What is your assessment from these last couple of days that you've seen?
Well, these last couple of, you've seen a lot of team ball display. Even though some teams kind of fell short on the losing side, they still displayed that pride and that still team effort. Even though we're losing, we're still going to try and get better as a team and not lose our focus. Just because we lost doesn't mean we lose as a whole team. We're always trying to find that game to get better, even with the losses. Like I'm saying, it's better you win when you lose because you can always capitalize on your mistakes. And then instead of getting that big-headed when you win, I'm all that, then have to come back down to earth.
Now, you got a chance. You ran into a couple of your old coaches. Did you guys get a chance to talk a little bit now that you guys are not player coach? You know, young man to older man, you're seeing some things that they may have tried to share with you in times past?
And they still tell me to this day not to shoot. So I guess that will never go away. But it's just good to talk about the game of basketball. You know, it's never a dull moment just to mention basketball. You can always get better and learn the game, even if you're not still playing it. You can always go out and teach the younger cats, as they say now.
The younger cats. Well, that's funny. That's funny. I guess you consider it old school now?
That's what I consider myself now.
The ageless one. Well, we are moments away from tip-off. Once again, want to thank Buckalew Chevrolet, located at I-45, 1100 block of I-45. The Crusaders will be in their white uniforms, and the Mustangs will be in their blue. So they're getting just about set. We got time for another break, Phil, and we're gonna take us a quick break. We'll be right back for the championship tip-off.
How long is this commercial?
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Had us a little pause in the call, so we're ready to get things on the way here as they're all set, ready to go, and we're about to get some basketball started here.
Yes, sir. Starting for the cyranch will be number 0, DJ Johnson, number 2, Andre Charles, number 20, Keith Heyman, number 24, Brandon Holt, and number 44, Mike Hampton. As the Crusaders have won the tip and got a quick 2-point by number 5, Mr. Nathan McClure. So the defense, they got another stop, but got in the hands back to Mr. DJ. Look for open defender. Open teammate shooting point of 3, and that's out no good. Rebound by the Crusaders. Outlet pass handed by Mr. Johnson. Shooting is Mr. Davis. Dribbling, trying to find an open teammate. Pump fake by the Crusader. Drives in, kicks it out to Mr. Clay for 3, and that's good. Rebounded by the Mustangs.
Good blocking out that time by the Mustangs to get that rebound and get back on the offensive attack.
Yes, sir. Swings it out for a 3 from Mr. Charles. That's no good. Tipped up in the air. Fight for the ball, but maintained by the Crusaders. Crusaders pushing the tempo. It's going to be a foul. It's going to be an offensive foul called to Mr. Clay. Down for that free arm right there.
Well, Clay looked a little baffled. He was like, hey, man, I was going on the attack. I thought I had a little leeway, so nonetheless, that'll be the first foul on him on this evening.
High pass for the postman for the Mustangs to maintain, so it's a turnover. Crusaders pushing the ball, has a corner 3, and that's out no good. Rebound by the Mustangs. Trying to push the tempo up. They don't have numbers, so he's going to pull it out to slow it down. Swings it over to the open man. That's Mr. DJ who drives, and he makes the and-one layup going to the line. Foul by number 3, Yosain Clay.
Great, strong attack that time, going to the cup, the lesser of the two as far as size is concerned, and now shooting the and-one bonus.
Yes, sir. Both teams are extremely athletic, so you're not going to truly see one of the team out athletic side than the other team, so they're going to run with each other.
Absolutely.
That free throw is up and good for Mr. DJ, so now the Mustangs are showing a little full-court press now. Swings it over to Mr. Hullums. Hullums now passes deflected by DJ, but maintained by Davis for the Crusaders. Passes over to Reed for the layup, and that's up and good for 2 points.
Great ball reaction to recover from the turnover and get the quick points.
Now DJ trying to find it. That ball is stolen for Hullums. He's pushing the one-on-one fast break, and that ball's going to be hit out, but maintained by Davis. So it's going to maintain, went out of bounds. So it's going to be the Crusaders basketball. Had a chance to capitalize on a fast break, but good job for the Mustangs to hit that ball out.
6 minutes and 12 seconds here in the opening period. Mustangs and the Crusaders in the championship round.
Ball's at the top of the key. Swinged over to McClure for 3, and that's up and good. 3 points. The Crusaders leading now 7-3 over the Mustangs.
Crusaders have all-around game inside and out, and now they're playing at 1-3-1 zone.
And ball's tipped up now, maintained by Hope for the Mustangs. Ball swung over to Mr. Heyman. He passes down to his big man. That ball is tipped and stolen by the Crusaders. Pass ahead to Mr. McClure. He has a wide-open layup, but that's blocked on the glass by Mr. DJ. Maintained by the Crusaders off the tip pass. That's a 3-point shot from Mr. Davis. That's up and no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs.
Good transitional defense on both sides of the court as they're going back on the attack now, or the Mustangs.
3-point shot, no good by Hangman. Rebounded by Mr. Reed for the Crusaders. Pushing the tempo now is Mr. Davis, trying to find an open teammate. Now you have Mr. Helms. Dylan makes a move. Passes over to Clay, and that's an air ball. Rebounded, but going to stay, went out of bounds.
No one touched it, so it should be possession for the Mustangs.
Yes, sir, it's going to be possession to the Mustangs now. Now having the ball is DJ bringing the ball up the court. Crusaders trying to do a little half-court trap now with the 1-3-1 zone, I should say. That ball is tipped. Now trapped in the corner, and that is Charles going in for the layup, and he's going to connect on the 2 points.
show great poise, not to panic under pressure, get the easy layup off the grass.
So the score is now 7-5. The Crusaders are on top. You got Davis driving in. Passes over to the corner for McClure for three, and that three-point shot is good.
Crusaders come to prove a point today, and started yesterday, and they've been dominant throughout this tournament.
It's been extremely dominant. Do a good job of ball movement and team chemistry. You got DJ bringing the ball out, trying to find an open teammate. Charles tried to find an open man down in the paint, but that ball is deflected. DJ now pulling up for the mid-range, and that's up and no good. Offensive rebound now. Second chance forces up, no good. Ball's tipped, and that ball's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to be possession to the Crusaders now.
Crusaders turning up the heat as they're trying to extend this lead and go undefeated throughout this. Well, both teams trying to go undefeated throughout this tournament.
Yes, sir. 4:02 remaining in the first quarter. Crusaders on top by a score of 10-5. Hellen's making a move, trying to find somebody open. Makes another move, kicks it out to the wing to McClure. McClure driving, swings it over to Davis. Now hands it back to McClure. Helen pulls for a deep three, and that's up no good. Offensive rebound by Rita. He goes up, and he's going to be fouled.
And one, well, you can get to and one, but going a good boxing out. These guys are so fundamentally sound right now. When you look at them, they might want to fool you a little bit. They say, well, they don't look like they're that fast or that athletic, but they play very well as a team together.
Yes, sir. Reed is not a big, tall dude, but he's a real buff dude, but he's going to find his way and go get those offensive boards. He has a nice, like some vertical on him, so he's not going to take it for granted. He's going to use every inch and strength he got, and that first free throw is up and no good.
Look like a football player, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, no linebacker, fullback. So Reed's second attempt is up, and it's good.
So that makes him 1 for 1 from the free throw line.
So 1 for 2.
I'm sorry, 1 for 2.
Unofficially.
Unofficially, yes, sir. Thank you for that one.
DJ Barnes tipped. Tried to get the steal, but that's going to be a quick foul going to McClure. It's going to be a reach-in foul. Tried to be overly aggressive, and you heard nothing but slap, so you couldn't get away with that one. That's going to be McClure's first personal.
11-5 Crusaders on top of the Mustangs.
DJ trying to swing over to Charles. Charles with a deep three now, and that three-point shot is good for Mr. Charles. And cyranch is going to elect to take a timeout.
Yeah, Huffmeister. I thought he was going to call one earlier, but he waited to let him run a little bit longer. But one thing that this time out is brought to you by Buckalew Chevrolet, located at 1100 I-45 in Conroe, Texas, where you can always get a better buy at Buckalew. Man, you didn't get a chance to hit that hospitality like you hit it on yesterday, huh? Did you recover from it?
Well, when I got here, I started looking in there, and everything was gone. They started cleaning up. I guess they kind of knew I was coming.
They saw you coming. They said, we got to clean it out. This little fella here, he looks small, but he eats mighty, mighty big. We're at break right now. We have the championship round right now between the Crusaders of Concordia and the Mustangs of Cyranch. Concordia in their home whites and Cyranch in their navy blue and gold.
As we get ready to zoom back to play, the Crusaders are on top by a score 11-8 over the Mustangs. Davis is dribbling. Henry's trying to look for an opening. He drives in and goes into the lane and makes a nice the ball rolled out at the last second. Rebounded by the Mustangs.
Was you able to give him credit too soon?
It looked real nice, but then it just rolled out last second. I kind of jinxed him. That ball's tipped on the defensive end for the Crusaders. Deep three for Charles again, and that's going to be an out of bounds. Hit the top of the rail. So it's going to be maintaining possession to the Crusaders. 2:59 remaining in the first quarter. The Crusaders on top of the Mustangs by a score of 11-8.
I know some of the people who were tuning in and following up thought we would start at 6. They got an early start because the game's finished, so here we are.
Davis swings the ball over to the Mr. Reed in the corner. He drives in. Ball's tipped out. Davis drives in now. Pulls up for a mid-range. That's no good. Offensive rebound by his own shot, Mr. Davis. Davis dribbling in now. Spin move. Kicks it out to Clay for 3. That's up and no good. Rebound by the Mustangs, but there is a foul.
Looked like that was a foul for Clay the way it released off of him. But nonetheless, they're going to say it was a shooting foul?
No, they're going to say a loose ball foul is going to maintain possession to the Crusaders. Didn't quite pick up the number on it. Say there was a push, though. So Crusaders ball inbounding at their own side of the court. High pass maintained by Clay. Clay passes over to Hellum. Hellum right back to Clay. Clay makes a move. Clay trying to find an open teammate now. Hands it back to Hellum. Hellum triple threat. Hands it back to Davis at the top of the key. Want to regroup things. Davis drives in, penetrating. Pass to McClare for three, and that's up and no good. Rebounded by Reed, and he's going to say he traveled. Wow.
Now, you know, it's ironic. We talked about the travel. I interviewed Mr. Andre Morgan, who is the head official for this tournament, and I wanted him to explain to me between the Euro, the jump step, and traveling. I'm still confused.
Yeah, so there's a steal on defensive end by the Crusaders. He's driving in. Nice dish off from McClare to Helms for another 2 points. Good job of being unselfish then by the Crusaders. 13-8 now. DJ driving in. He's going to force an turnover. That's the McClare on the wide open fast break score, and he converts on the pushing lead up to 7 now for the Crusaders.
These guys are well coached. They're very athletic and extremely fast, getting back on transitional defense and getting the easy buckets off the steals.
Yes, sir. And now the defense for the Crusaders trapping. Deep three for Ashton, and that's no good for the Crusaders. For the Mustangs. Offensive rebound by by Johnson, and that's going to be a kind of fight for the ball. Now the Mustangs fight for it. Now DJ driving in, and he converts on the 2 points for the Mustangs. 15-10 now. The Crusaders on top. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Nice pass by McClare. Two Helms, good team chemistry right there.
Yeah. You can tell that these guys spend some time together in the gym, and they just look. It's just the poetry in motion, man. It's like they're looking at each other without, communicating without talking, and they know where to be when it's time to dish the rock out.
Yes, sir. It's just a nice lead pass by McClure to find his open teammate. Just did the old simple back cut. You know, the old trickaroo they say now, but the old simple back cut. And that first free throw for Helms is up and no good. Rattled in and out. So they have quick substitutions coming in for the Mustangs. That'll be number 12, Mike Upsoburn. That free throw is good for Helms. 106. Crusaders up top by 6, 16-10. Crusaders pushing up their 1-3-1 trap now. That's a pass by DJ over to Charles. Charles will pass it back over to DJ. DJ driving in, passes in. That's a missed layup. Rebounded by the Crusaders. Helms pushing the tempo. Kicks it over to Davis for three. That's up and good for a 3-point shot. For Davis.
Wow. Off the transition. Just pulls back and shoots the three like it's no problem.
Had no numbers, but just did a good job of finding his open teammate. That's a 3-point shot for Charles, and that's right back at you. 19-13 now. The Crusaders on top. Davis driving. Passes over to Clay. He pump fakes. Knocks it over to Helm. He drives now, makes a move. Pump fake, kicks it out to Davis at the top of the key. 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Driving it now is Helm. Trying to find his own shot. The ball's loose. Maintained by Clay. 7 seconds remaining. And Reed drives in. He connects on the 2 points for the Crusaders. 1 second up. DJ pulls up. And that's going to be no good. So that will conclude the first quarter. The Crusaders on top by a score of 21-13 in this championship game.
We're going to take us a break, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Donnie Buckalew with Buckalew Chevrolet. We're happy to be a part of bringing these games to you. For over 52 years, we've been a proud supporter of our schools and our student athletes. If we can be of any assistance to you for any of your automobile needs, sales, or service, please give us a call or contact us at BuckalewChevrolet.com. Remember, it's always a better buy at Buckalew.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we have a timeout just being concluded. The Concordia Crusaders showing athleticism with an early lead, but cyranches say we're no fluke neither, and we're going to do what we got to do while we can. What you got so far, man?
Well, so far you have McClare leading his team in points right now, but also doing a nice job of finding his open teammates. You know, they're doing a nice job of distributing the ball equally, but just McClare just doing a nice job of leaking out on the fast break scores for his team. As we get ready to resume back to play, the Mustangs will start the ball in the second quarter. Dribble move, trying to find a low pass for Mr. Ashton to maintain, but now he's in the third of the defense, pulls up for the mid-range. That's no good. Defensive rebound, fight for the ball. The Crusaders maintain it. That's Clay driving down on the sideline. He tried to force a pass, but Davis there to help him out. Clay King's at the top of the key. That's a 3 for Helen. That's going to be no good short off the front of the rim. Defensive rebound by the Mustangs. That's Mike pulling the ball up the court. Now he's in a third of the defense. He has a shot, and that's blocked by McClure. Going to maintain possession to the Mustangs.
I was about to look for the shot clock, but I forgot. There is a shot clock on the high school level. Man, I'm just so impressed how both of these teams are playing together.
Yes, sir. Now the top of the key is Mr. Shane. He tried to get a pass to Mike. He pump fakes, kicks it up to Charles for 3, and that shot is up and good for Mr. Charles. So now bringing the ball up is Clay for the Crusaders. Clay trying to set up the offense. He drives in and gets his way, kicks it out to Helen for 3. He pumps fakes, kicks it out to McClure. McClure driving in. McClure kicks it out to Helen for 3. That shot is up and no good. A fight for the ball.
They're going to say that's going to be the cyranch's ball. That was a nice crossover. I thought he had his man shook to go and penetrate toward the cup, but he dished it out.
He did a nice job. He kind of let him shoot and let him come back and regroup himself. And then did it again. Might as well just
broke the ankles?
Yeah, broke him down. Broke him down. So now the Crusaders are going to apply some full court pressure now. Going a man now. Crusaders finally get the ball in. Crusaders doing a nice job of heckling, getting the Mustangs out their groove. Now you have Charles dribbling, penetrating. Now you have the big man kicked it out to Mr. Mike. Mike trying to find open man, kicks it over to Shane. Shane tries to force a pass inside to his big man. Wasn't pretty much established. Tried to give it to Mr. Mike. Connection, I should say. Connection.
What's happening?
You not a lot of unique names on here.
Yes, sir.
Then passes up to Mr. Mike. He had a wide open shot that elected not to shoot, and now DJ drives into the lane. He connects for 2. 21-18 now. The Crusaders lead. Now Clay pulls up for 3. That shot's no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs.
Now it seemed like he rushed that one on that shot.
Yes, sir. Just tried to do a little bit too much. Now he has a trap by the Crusaders, but broken up nicely by the Mustangs. Block was shot and maintained the offensive rebound, and was DJ. He goes up and gets 2 points right back. Mustangs now lead us down back to 1, 21-20. Davis now dribbling, trying to find an open teammate. Kicks it over to Hillum. Hillum's at the deep 3 from Hillum. That's no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs now.
Mustangs can finally take the lead on this possession.
Yes, sir. 5:42 remaining. DJ has the ball, dribbling to his leg, drives into the lane, makes a nice move, and that's up and home. And now the Mustangs take their first lead of the game like that. 22-21. Deep 3 for McClure now, and that's up and no good. Air ball, thought he got fouled, but they're going to continue play. Mustangs have numbers, 5-4. Deep 3 for the big man in the corner. That's up and right.
Wow.
So now the Crusaders maintain possession now, trailing by 1. Clay dribbling, passes over to McClure. He dribbles now, passes over to Hillum, loses the ball, and stripped away by the Mustangs now.
Mustangs showing some tenacity. They're fighting back. So we made it to the championship just like you did. You got to earn it.
And now the Mustangs trying to set up their offense now, slowing things down. Nice move by DJ, trying to drive it. He forces up a shot, rebounded by the Crusaders. A one-on-one opportunity. Nice move by Davis. He goes in and almost had a putback dunk by McClure, but couldn't get it down. Rebounded by the Crusaders. Now trying to drive in, and McDavis goes in and he gets the contact on the leg. Thought he got fouled
too. I thought he was going to get the N1 on that one.
Yes, sir, but a nice way to concentration to get that one to fall down. Now the Crusaders take the lead 23-22. 4:20 remaining in this contest in the first half. Mustangs trying to slow down. Nice cut by DJ. Ball's handed to him by Charles. And it's going to say he got fouled by Clay. Going to the line will be DJ.
Now, what I like about what Clay did on the Davis, on that other end, he finished that move on that time instead of trying to dish it off. And thought he got the foul, but you can't bellyache too much. You got to get back and play your defense.
Just did a nice job of not complaining, too, because you know you're not going to get every call. And it seems like Today, you never get any calls, but you just got to keep on playing. And you got to forget, you got to go back on the other end and play defense.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
DJ's first shot for the free throw attempt is up and no good. 4:11 remaining. Quick substitution for both teams.
And speaking of substitution, if you ever need a new substitute one of your old cars, you can get a new one at Buckalew Chevrolet. Did you know that?
I think I pretty did know that.
Okay. Did you know they're located at 1100?
No.
I-45?
I just look at the GPS. So that free throw missed by DJ, rebounded by the Crusaders. Trying to slow things down now. Pass it over to McClure. McClure driving in. Kicks it out to the big man for three. That shot's up and no good. Defensive rebounded by the Mustangs. Now the Mustangs trying to push up the tempo just a little bit. Corner for Connect. He drives in. Nice dig shot to Mr. Heyman, and he completes on the 2 points for the Mustangs. Now they take the second lead back of the game, 24-23 now. Mustangs leading the Crusaders. 3:35 remaining in the first half. Kendall Jones at the top of the key. Now makes a nice move, beats his defender. Deep three. A pump fakes, actually. Splits his defender. He goes in for a layup, and that's up and good. Nice move by Mr. Colin Howard to get his way to the rim. Now the Crusaders leading 25-24 now. DJ passes up to Mike, and that's going to be an unforced turnover for the Mustangs. Kind of got a little bit too fancy. Just made a one-hand no-look pass. Thought he could hit his teammate in the corner. Was wide open. Had a chance for that shot.
One thing about it, cyranch slowed the game down when you thought it would have been Concordia wanted to slow the game down. So it seems like cyranch, I think they can run with these guys.
Well, we can see a matter of time. Here we go, 2:59. Pass to McClure. McClure gives it back to Davis. Davis trying to find some room. Davis penetrating, picks over to big man in the corner. Now you have him driving in. He gets in the lane, and he misses the reverse layup. Rebounded by DJ for the Mustangs. He is attacking. Doesn't have number, but he gets his way.
Yeah.
He connects on the N1 layup. It's DJ with the line.
Drove with his left. He kind of used that left hand to shield away the defender to draw the foul, and then kissed it off the glass for the N1. Nice move there.
Did a nice move of just attacking. Really, he went on two defenders with the Crusaders, and it's just going to fall. It's just going to fall. If it doesn't, he goes to the line shooting too. So he got the line shooting one down.
Either way, he wants to end up at the line.
Yes, sir.
That's the bottom line.
So DJ's shot is up and good. So the Mustangs lead now up back to 2. 27-25. They're leading the Crusaders. 2:41 remaining in the second quarter.
So it seems like we might be getting out of here a little early today because this game supposed to start at 6 o'clock. But I'm not complaining. You complaining?
I'm not complaining. We're going to get down to Buckalew Chevrolet to give me one of them new cars. We get Davis now bringing the ball up the court. Makes some nice moves on Charles. Got away with a push-off. Now he's in the lane. Passes out to Howard. Howard passes out to McClure for 3. That's up no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs now.
Seems like Concordia is getting a little cold right now. And you would think coach might want to slow them down, call a timeout.
And that 2 points is good by Mr. Holt. Nice pass by DJ. Finds his open teammate. 2:10 remaining in the second quarter. Pass to Cody. Cody trying to find his open teammate, and that's going to be a tip ball. And they're going to maintain possession to the Crusaders. 2 minutes, 1 second remaining in the second period. Crusaders trailing 29-95. That pass was intended for Helms, but it went out of bounds, maintaining possession to the Mustangs.
I'm surprised that Coach Hodnick has not called a timeout to get his guys to regroup.
See, they're now doing a little trap now, half-court trap. It worked earlier for them. Now they're going to try and go back to it. Passes over, low pass for Mr. Mike to maintain. Passes over to Haynham for the mid-range shot. That's up and no good. Rebounded by the Crusaders. Davis trying to dribble and trying to find open teammate, kicks it out to Haynham. Cody drives, and you're going to say he traveled.
The Crusaders were doing a wide open man breaking for the breakaway. I guess that's how you got to look down the court to make sure that you have things in place.
Just missed a blown opportunity. Your offense is working good. Now you went cold struck. Now you got to get back in that rhythm if you're the Crusaders. 1:25 remaining. Mustangs leading. He got an opportunity, a nice turnover by the Crusaders, and McClure misses the fast break layup, rolled in and out, maintained by the Mustangs. That's another loose ball, but they're going to call a foul now. So this will send the Mustangs to the free throw line, shooting the 1-and-1.
Shooting the 1-and-1, and you got to make every basket count right now, regardless if you're the Crusaders or the Mustangs.
1:10 remaining. Mustangs leading by a score of 29-25 in this Conroe basketball 53rd annual Christmas Classic championship game.
Yes, sir. Can you say that about 5 or 6 times as fast as you can?
It's just hard to say it to one time. So Mike's first free throw is up and no good. Second one is up and no good. So they're going to say he was a shooting foul, not a 1-and-1. So McClure dribbling and kicked it out to Davis for 3, and that's up and no good. Fight for the ball. And they're going to be maintaining possession to the Mustangs. 1 minute and 2 seconds remaining in the first half. The Mustangs leading by a score of 29-25 over Concordia Lutheran Crusaders.
There you go. You got it.
DJ bringing the ball up, trying to not get trapped by this Crusaders 1-3-1 defense. DJ finds it over to Mike. Mike kicks it back to DJ. DJ penetrating, and that's going to be an offensive foul going against DJ. Did a nice job with Mr. 23, Cody. Did a nice job of setting his feet and drawing that charge. 47 seconds remaining in the first half. Davis bringing the ball up the court now. Charles applying a lot of pressure on Davis. Make sure he doesn't get to the rim just as easily as he's been doing the first half. Davis makes a nice move. Now he kicks it back out. And now it's going to be a foul going against Charles. Going to go in with the hand check. You're not allowed to put the hand.
Charles is trying to figure out how he could even make that call.
So clock stopped at 30.25 seconds. Crusaders into the ball now. Gives to Henley, high pass, so he's able to maintain and kicks it out to Davis. He shoots the 3. That's up and no good, but that's going to be out of bounds and maintain possession to the Mustangs now. Ball hit the top of the rail, and, that's technically considered out of bounds. So that will go over to the Mustangs. 24 seconds. We're going to see what Mr. Huffmeister is going to do for the cyranch. He's going to pull out for the last shot. You have McClure applying a little full court pressure now, making sure that doesn't save any time. 20 seconds now remaining. DJ bringing the ball up past half court now. Has it over to the open teammate, isn't Holt. Now he kicks it back out to DJ, who's at the top of the wing. Now you have Heyman swinging the ball over. 8 seconds now. DJ kicks it over to Holt. Holt penetrating, kicks it out to DJ.
4 seconds.
And that's going to be a turnover.
Wow. 2
seconds remaining. Try to do a little bit too much miscommunication. Thought he had his open teammate right there, but just passed it to nobody.
Yeah, it seemed like the pressure's turned up a little bit and trying to make something out of this. What can happen in 2 seconds?
And McClure, he used the full court shot. And that is way to the left.
Almost up to
So that will conclude the first half of this championship game. The cyranch Mustang leading the Crusaders by a score of 29-25.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Donnie Buckalew with Buckalew Chevrolet. We're happy to be a part of bringing these games to you. For over 52 years, we've been a proud supporter of our schools and our student athletes. If we can be of any assistance to you for any of your automobile needs, sales, or service, please give us a call or contact us at BuckalewChevrolet.com. Remember, it's always a better buy at Buckalew.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're at halftime right now as this halftime report being brought to you by Buckalew Chevrolet, located at 1100 I-45 in Conroe, Texas. 29-25. You have cyranch on top of Concordia. Are you surprised by that, Phil?
I'm a little bit surprised, but not too much, because cyranch is just as good as Concordia, but it's just Concordia's been blowing out their team, their other opponents. So you expect
the road for them to get here has been pretty easy for them to get done over here.
And just for cyranch, it's just they've been leaking out close victories, so you didn't expect them to be where they are right now, leading this half. Many expected Concordia to be leading this game, but the tails have turned. So now if you're cyranch, you're going in pretty good because, you know, Lutheran has done an outstanding job this tournament of just leading at the half. This is their first time bouncing back from trailing at the half. So if you're cyranch, all you got to do is just capitalize on every possession that you can and just do a good job as they have on the defensive side of frustrating the Crusaders and just capitalize on every opportunity that you can to build up your 4-point lead right now.
Well, both of these teams are building up as cyranch representing 6A in public school setting and 6A with a 3 district for the Crusaders. Now, one thing about the Crusaders, a private school, they play in the TAPS division, but it's just as much talent on that side of the ball as it is on the other side of the ball, and it's showing right now at halftime with the Crusaders trailing 29-25. There's been a lot of basketball. You played in this exact tournament a couple of years ago. Well, you didn't play in it, but Waller played in it.
I kind of got lucked out. You know, that was my sophomore year. Coach Wright was telling me, you know, if you play, but you can be here. Well, I'm like, I want to be here. Just put me up here and I can play. But I think my junior year, I had a chance to play here, but then we were in Las Vegas for the Christmas, and I tried to hurry up and get back here. You know, I was enjoying the lights, but no, it's a fun time to come out here. You know, it's basketball. You know, it's going to be a lot of good matchups. You know, and it's always fun to just come out during the break, get some running in. You know, I know some people getting that break out of them because it's a long break and you're just sitting out at the house chilling. So this is a good way for you to stay in shape during that break because you have another week, 2 more weeks to go back to school. And I know they're enjoying it, but usually as athletes, you tend not to really, I'm talking about the high school, you tend not to strive and work out during the break. You're just chilling, enjoying your time away from school, but not realizing you got to get your game better even during this time off that you have now.
And this is a great time to get it done. What we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We were supposed to be hearing from one of the PTO parents to talk to them about how they put this thing together. We'll take a break here from O'Donnell and the Buckalew Chevrolet, and we'll be right back.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Donnie Buckalew with Buckalew Chevrolet. We're happy to be a part of bringing these games to you. For over 52 years, we've been a proud supporter of our schools and our student athletes. If we can be of any assistance to you for any of your automobile needs, sales, or service, please give us a call or contact us at BuckalewChevrolet.com. Remember, it's always a better buy at Buckalew.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Halftime right now, you have the Crusaders trailing by the score of 29-25 to the Mustangs of cyranch as we are getting things set up and acclimated. Great basketball for the last couple of days. Great coverage here with us from the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We've had a great time. We've had got a chance to interview the host coach, and that was none other than Coach Darrell Mason. Got a chance to talk with one of the head official, Mr. Andre Morgan, and so many good people that we've come across these last couple of days. And it's been a very good turn of events, and they're giving us the open arms for you to keep coming back. You want to keep coming back?
They keep on feeding me. I'll be back. No doubt about that. I'll be back.
You'll be back. Did you find out anything where they're going?
She disappeared. She disappeared. They locked down and I guess they went home.
Oh man, they locked out. Well, we're going to interview the PTO people because there's a lot that comes into it. There's 14 teams in this tournament. They actually have to turn teams away to get things back on course, if you would. But nonetheless, they are able to take care of business. It's a great turnout, great hospitality, and it's just good all the way around. On a scale of 1 to 10, not counting hospitality, Phil, not counting hospitality, how would you rate this tournament and why?
This tournament, I rated it 10. It's been a nice job of setting up. You know, it's been I want to say evenly matchups, even though it may not seem on the scoreboard wise. It's just the team ran away with the momentum, but either way, it's been even nice matchups the past 2 days. So, like I said, I really enjoy coming out and watching from this side, from this point of view, I should say, instead of, playing it, you can talk about, when do we play next? It's been a nice job of just sitting down, calling some basketball.
Well, it's very good to be here with you, man, side by side. You're doing an outstanding job. We're going to take a break, play a couple of deals, and we'll be right back. You're listening to the Open Mic Broadcast Network and the championship coverage of the Conroe Basketball Tournament. Are you looking for an affordable way to increase your business? Let the Open Mic Broadcast Network lead the way. For a customized, affordable ad campaign, call 832-213-8824.
The Open Mic Broadcast Network is a community-based radio station that was established in 2002. We have been dedicated to local, regional, and community programming with coverage for high school, collegiate sports, ministries, and information. Our goal is to provide quality, productive, and positive programming that reflects the community that we serve. Visit our website, ktorradio.com and obnradio.com.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start this second half. Conroe, Texas is where we are. The Crusaders trailing 29-25. We're ready to start this second half. And Philip, you're on.
Well, as you get set to go here, the Crusaders will maintain possession starting this third quarter. Trailing by a score of 25-9 to the Mustangs. Hedlund has the ball, kicks it over to Clay. He pump fakes, dribble drives, and the ball is tipped. That's going to be a turnover maintained by the Mustangs. Nice move by Holt. He gets to land. He capitalizes on 2 points to increase the lead for the Mustangs.
Great drive toward the cup.
Now Hedlund bringing the ball up, makes a nice move. Trying to get his way into the lane, loses the ball. Now Davis dribbling. He gets into the lane and going to be blocked by Holt at the rim. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Pushing the tempo is DJ. Picks the ball up, and that's a steal by Davis. He gets his way to the lane. He connects on the fast break layup. 31-27 now is the lead for the Mustangs over the Crusaders.
Oh, Davis tried to lean that body and get the contact and the N1.
Over nobody. 7 minutes remaining now. Heyman passes over to DJ. DJ drives in, and he misses the layup. As rebounded by the Crusaders. Nice open court pass to Helen West Davis, and Helen passes over to McClure. He's going to be fouled going to the free throw line, shooting 2. That was a nice job by Davis passing the ball up court instead of wasting dribbles. And Helen did the unselfish thing, handing over McClure, diving in on the other side of him, and he got getting rewarded going to the free throw line.
This is day 2 of our coverage here for the Conroe tournament. That
free throw is good.
Good. It kind of hit the rim and rattle around the world and found through. You guys have been keeping your player of the game. Who would you say your player of the tournament has been so far?
Right now, it has to be this game right here. Now, I can't tell you just yet. So I'll let you know at the end of this game. Helen goes 2 for 2 for the line. So now the Crusaders only down by 2, 31-29. Mustangs leading this one. Nice pass from Heyman to Charles. Charles kicks it out to DJ. Swings it over to Heyman. Heyman shoots a deep 3, and that's up and no good. Rebound. Nice defensive rebound by McClure. McClure passes to Clay. Clay kicks it out to Helen for 3. Helen shoots a 3, and that's up and no good. Offensive rebound by Clay. Clay decides to finally shoot the 3, and he connects it on the 3-point shot to give the Crusaders the lead now, 32-31 in the third quarter. And now the cyranch head coach Holtzmeyer is going to take a timeout.
Okay, let's slow this puppy down just a little bit, and you're coming in. And it seems like the cyranch now, after showing they could attack, they want to settle for the outside jumper now.
Yeah, they do want to settle. I know it's tempting not to shoot it open. In your mind, you're like, well, I can make it 99% of the time, but there's always that one that comes true, and And for the Crusaders, they finding that rhythm back for them. They had a hot start to start off the game, then kind of slowed down, but now they're finally picking up that rhythm where they started out. And it's always not how you start, it's how you end it. Right now for the Crusaders and for the Mustangs, they kind of a slow start coming into the third quarter of play, so Huffmeister decided to take a timeout to regroup his team and get back into the flow of things.
Once again, this game has been brought to you by Buckalew Chevrolet, located at 1100 I-45 in Conroe, Texas.
Get ready to resume back to play. 6:11 remaining in the third quarter. The Crusaders leading now 32-31 over the Mustangs. DJ passes over to Heyman. Heyman trying to drive in. He dribbles his way in, passes out to DJ. DJ getting trapped now by the Crusaders, passes it out a bit to his big man. Big man makes a nice move, gets in the lane, but almost stolen by Davis. Heyman pulls up for the marriage.
Nice shot there. That's one of those Euro shots, right?
Yeah, one of them Europe, nice pull-up floater. Mr. Heyman, I don't know if he really got fouled, but I guess got the call.
He looked good. He looks so graceful in the air, somebody will give it to him. Sportsmanship.
So Heyman going to the line to complete the old-fashioned three-point play.
Don't look at me when you say old-fashioned, man.
And that one is good for Heyman. So now the Mustangs have a 2-point lead now, 34-32. 5:49 remaining in this championship game. Both teams trying to fight to stay alive to be undefeated and win all victory. And that ball is blocked by a hole from behind. Blocked Helm shot. Had a chance to get and tie this game up, but Hope said no, not today, sir.
What win championships?
Defense wins championships.
There you go.
So now the Mustangs maintain possession off of that, saying they went off of Crusaders. So now the Mustangs trying to set up their half-court offense. That's a deep three for Charles, but no good. Looks like it's going to stay main possession to the Mustangs. Went off of Crusaders, so now the Mustangs have the ball.
Charles shot that from, like, NBA range.
Yeah, it was a deep corner. You know, the corner has a little space back here. So DJ gets away to the lane. Nice pass to his big man. Did a fake pull-up jump shot. Had the defender lost and passed it off to a big man for an easy layup. So now the Mustangs lead 36-32. Deep three for Clay. He connects for the three-point shot. 36-35 now. Both teams going back at each other, not letting up. Pass inside to Holt. He has a nice bounce pass. And he connects now on the end one layup now.
These guys are displaying some great athleticism, some great chemistry, and some great teamwork.
It's just good ball movement right now. It matter who wants it more now, and both teams are not giving up. Holt now going to the line to complete the three-point play. 4:58 remaining.
In the third.
In the third. And Holt completes the three-point play. 39-35 now the Mustangs lead. Nice move by Clay. Gets in. Passes out to Reed for the three-point shot. And he connects it on the three-point shot.
My.
39-38 now the Mustangs only lead by one in the third quarter. Now the Crusaders push up their 1-3-1 half-court trap now. Passes up to his big man. Passes out to Heyman. Heyman gets into the lane, does a nice little running floater, but that's off. Had a chance to get an offensive rebound, tipped up in the air a couple of times. So he's going to say went off of Reed, maintaining possession, staying right here on this side of the half court for the Mustangs.
I thought Heyman drew some body contact when he drove toward the lane. That's what I thought. Didn't it look like it to you?
I mean, he drove got a little body contact, but he just floated in the air. And now Charles drives that body contact. Now he's going to go to the line shooting two. Going to say Mr. Reed fouled him.
That should be number 3 on Reed.
We're going to say unofficially that's number 3 on Mr. Reed. So clock stopped at 4:27. Mustangs lead by a score of 39-38. Charles at the free throw line shooting the first free throw, and that's rolled out. Had a chance to it's going to boost up the lead, so it still stays up. 39-38, Mustangs leading. Quick substitution now for the Mustangs as they get their big man a big break. Charles' second free throw is up and good, so the lead is now up to 2. So now substitution now for the Crusaders. Reed's going to take a quick break because he's in foul trouble. Want to save him for the later part of the game. So now the Mustangs applying a full court man pressure right now. Helen's bringing the ball up the court. Between the man trying to find an open teammate. Passes to McClure in the corner. That shot's up and no good. Rebounded by Hope. Maintained by the Mustangs. Mr. Mike pushing the ball up the court. Passes up to DJ. DJ trying to find it. He gets into the lane. He's going to be fouled. Going to the line.
Well, that's how Elsick is going to have to get back into this thing. Stay aggressive, and when you drive toward the lane, you draw the foul, get free throws, you get unattested shots, and you're stopping the clock to try to climb back into the
Yes, sir. Mustangs are stopping the clock, boosting the lead, because you've done a nice job in this game. You know, you're bouncing back and forth with each other. It's just no matter who's going to run off with the game, and that first free throw is good for DJ. Score now is 41-38. Mustangs leading the Crusaders in this championship game.
Every time I keep hearing, I know you don't know anything about this, but the old song Mustang Sally.
I know a little bit of Mustang Sally. And DJ's shot is up and good, so now the lead is 42-38 for the Mustangs. Davis penetrating, finds McClure. McClure gets into the lane, and he's going to be fouled by DJ.
So he wanted that to fall through, though.
He did a nice move getting his way into the lane. It's almost DJ held him by his jersey. So like, you ain't going nowhere. But McClure was able to get into the threat of the defense and get an attack to go to the free throw line to earn his money. First free throw is up and good for McClure. McClure has done a nice job leading his team in the scoring duties so far. And so has DJ for the Mustangs.
3 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the third period.
That shot is good for McClure. So now the Mustangs lead 42-40.
42-40, 2-point lead.
That's a deep three block by McClure. Nice athleticism in the block. Charles, 3-point shot. Mike maintains offensive rebound. Passes over to Heyman for a mid-range shot. That's up and good for Heyman. Lead back up to 4 for the Mustangs. Helen pushing the ball up the court. Makes a move behind the back. Clay is going to be fouled. Tried to get a nice pump fake to get the defender in the air, but the Mustangs actually did a nice job of rotating, but overcommitted, reached in and got the foul. So it's going to be a foul going against the Mustangs, so the Crusaders will have the ball.
But you made a great point, Philip, on how these guys were able to rotate and help each other on the assist.
Yes, sir. So now the Crusaders have the ball. Helen trying to get past the good defense of the Mustangs. Nice offensive rebounded by the Crusaders. Nice dish off by Helen, fighting for the ball. Just handed over to Clay as he cut it to put in lead. To Crusaders lead down back to 2 for the Mustangs. Mustangs leading 44-42 over the Crusaders. 2:50 remaining in the third quarter. Helen has the ball, passes over to Mike down baseline. Now pass over to Charles. Helen shoots a 3, and that's up and good for the Mustangs. 47-42 now. Mustangs leading by 5. Davis has the ball at the wing, trying to make some move. Kicks it over to his big man. He's in the corner. Now kicks it over to Clay. Clay's at the wing. Clay does a little hesitation. Gives it over to Helen. Helen shoots a deep corner 3. And that's up and no good. Offensive rebound by McClure now. That's over to Helen. Cutting. He pump fake. Kicks it over for a corner 3 now. That's up and no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Trying to pitch the tempo now. Now they're going to slow things down. They don't have numbers. Hands it over to DJ. He retreats his dribble. There's a nice tip pass by McClure. Nice defense. Did a nice job to save it. If there is a blown dead whistle, we're going to say McClure had a foul. They're going to say hold him.
Yeah, it's going to call it a reach in, but technically he did hold him. Not even to the...
There was a nice hustle drive with plays by McClure. Tipped the ball, went to go get it. They're going to say he held him. Defender going for the loose ball. Saved it behind and passed it to an open Davis. Tried to cut down on his lead, but nevertheless, it is the Mustangs' ball. Helen pass to Charles. He shoots the 3, and that's up and good. 3 points for Charles. 50-42 now. The Crusaders trailing by 8. Kicked over to his big man, Wes Clay. Clay kicks it over to Helen. Helen swings it on the guard. McClure swings it over to Davis. Davis shoots a 3-point shot, and that's right back after the 3-point shot for the Crusaders. Now trailing by 5. 50-45. The Mustangs lead the Crusaders. 1:30 remaining in the third quarter in this championship game.
Now, we got the Crusaders sitting back. You got to think of
and that's a nice steal by Davis. Lackadaisical pass by DJ to get to Hannum, and Mr. Davis capitalized on the fast break score. 50-47 now. DJ trying to drive in. Charles shoots a three, and that's an air ball rebounded by Clay. Clay passes up to McClure. McClure goes up, and he's going to miss a layup. Thought he was fouled for a second.
Yeah, he got a little disgruntled on that one. But I was just going to say before they got to steal that they were sitting back, and you would thought at some point Honick would call for some pressure.
Yes, sir. He thought he would, but he couldn't do it after that turnover.
No. So you kind of changes the whole schematics of everything in your approach. So right now we got a championship game brewing up quite well here in the third period with
deep three for him that he connects and ties this ball game up. 58 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Game's all tied up 50-50 apiece, and what a championship game do we have here.
You got something brewing up, huh?
Yes, you do. One team is not running away with it. It's been a back-and-forth game. McClure tried to gamble on that one, but couldn't come away with the steal, so now cyranch swings it over to the big man for a corner three, and that's up and good. Bulls being fired back right at fourth at each other. Helm drives in. He goes into the lane, and he rolls in and out. I seen Mr. Helms pretty frustrated that his layups are going in and out. Tip the ball. Now Charles maintains the possession for the Mustangs. DJ drives it in, and he's going to be fouled. Oh! On the end one layup. And DJ going to the line to add on to his Mustang lead.
Man, you're talking about some great basketball being played right now. I don't care what level you talk about. Good basketball is good basketball, and they're definitely displaying that right now. Here in the third period, we got 18.49 seconds remaining in this third period, and it's going pretty much like we figured it would, huh?
Yes, sir, it would. The defense being played by both teams is just right now the Mustangs are capitalizing on each turnover that they get. And just for the Crusaders, just each time they get a chance to go to the rim, it's just rolling in and out for them. As DJ capitalizes on the free throw, he has a quick substitution as DJ's going to take a quick blow. Mustangs leading by a score of 56-50 over the Crusaders. The Crusaders are being trapped, again, a full man press by the Mustangs. 12 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Davis now having the ball at the top of the key. He's being counted on the 5 seconds, but finally passes up to McClure. McClure driving in. McClure gets into the deep of the defense and misses the free throw. The layup. Had a chance to obtain a loose offensive board for the Crusaders to add on to the little deficit. They're down by 6, but that will conclude the third quarter. The Mustangs leading by a score of 56-50 over the Crusaders.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Donnie Buckalew with Buckalew Chevrolet. We're happy to be a part of bringing these games to you. For over 52 years, we've been a proud supporter of our schools and our student athletes. If we can be of any assistance to you for any of your automobile needs, sales, or service, please give us a call or contact us at BuckalewChevrolet.com. Remember, it's always a better buy at Buckalew.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is always a better vibe, Buckalew. We are going into the final chapter, and what a contest we got right now. Crusaders down by 6 as we get ready to start this fourth period. Give us an assessment, young man, of what you've been seeing.
Well, you can just see what you expected out of a championship game. No team letting up, and no team really running away. Both teams are playing defense and trying to win this game, even though it's just a matter of a Conroe basketball team. Both teams are trying to get better and exceed and get better as they get prepared for the district matchups. As they're trying to fight to win first here, the Mustangs are leading right now by a score of 56-50 over the Crusaders. Mustangs do have the ball to start this fourth quarter of play. Crusaders with a nice trap. Now they're going to trap in the corner. Nice, and the ball is loose, and the turnover. Now the Crusaders have the ball. Nice move. And a nice foul by the Mustangs.
A smart foul.
Smart foul to send the man to the free throw line. Had a chance for a wide open fast break layup. Did a nice job of not giving up on the play, even though you didn't make the turnover. You did a nice job of getting back on defense to save any points for your team. First free throws for him up and no good.
And see, that seems like a very smart foul right now. So Huffmeister's got to be pleased with the heads-up play by his players on the floor.
7:41 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Mustangs leading the Crusaders by a score of 56-50, and Helm's shot is good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the charity stripe. 56-51 now. Crusaders doing a half-court trap press now. Had a chance to get the tip ball. Did a nice job. Wes Davis tipping the ball. Kind of frustrated that his teammate couldn't go up and go get it. So we'll maintain possession to the Mustangs. Taking the ball out is Knappton. Knappton passes over to Charles. Charles passes it over to Mr. McDillon. McDillon trying to find an open teammate in the corner. As Mike Pumpface gets into the field of the defense. Nice spin move by Mike, but he's blocked. Rebounded by Clay. Clay pitching the tipper. Nice pass to McClure, and he goes and it's going to be fouled.
Oh, wow. I thought he was about to dunk that thing, man.
Well, he got blocked from behind. But they're going to say Charles hit McClure with the body. So McClure is going to go to the line shooting 2.
Shooting 2 in a very entertaining championship game here for the 53rd annual Conroe Christmas Classic. First free throw attempt for the Crusader is up.
And it's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net was McClure connecting on that first free throw. Reminds me back of my good days. All I can say is 92%. 92%. Career, 92%.
Yes, sir.
7:14 remaining in the fourth quarter. That free throw rolled out for the Crusaders. So the lead is now up to 4 now for the Mustangs. 56-52. Mustangs leading over the Crusaders in this championship game. Charles has the ball at the corner. He drives baseline, loose ball. And that's going to be a foul.
An aggressive foul, too.
Fighting for the ball. Didn't quite understand that ball. The ball was loose, and the team, like one of the Mustangs and one of the Crusaders got kind of tangled up. Engaged for the ball. One hand was over here, one hand was over here. And they're going to say the officiator called a hold against the Crusaders. So this will send the Mustang player to the line shooting a 1-1. The first free throw is up, and it's good. So 57-52 now. cyranch leading over Concordia Lutheran Crusaders. Second free throw is up, and it's good for the Mustangs. 58-52 now. Clay bringing the ball up for the Crusaders. Nice move. Loses the handle for a second, but able to maintain. Nice move. Catches it over to Davis. Davis now driving and penetrating. Keeps on the Reed pump fake. He gets into the lane, and he misses the layup. Rebounded by DJ for the Mustangs. Now he's going to try and slow things down. 6:40 remaining. Passes over to Charles. Charles shoots the 3, and that's up and no good. Rebounded by the Mustangs.
Wow.
But they're going to say there's a foul on Mr. Reed. Mr. Reed did foul. He held him down. He tried to look kind of shocked, like, I didn't do it.
Well, you got to always kind of, it never works, but you always try to plead your case.
You try to, but as a former player, I know you're not going to win that. Once they blown the whistle and giving it to you, ain't no going back.
Come on, 5. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not playing right now.
The 6:32 remaining in the fourth quarter. 1-1 chance is up and no good for the Mustangs, but they do obtain the offensive rebound. Nice drive by DJ, but he misses that layup. Rebound by the Crusaders. Passes up to Clay. Nice job. And he gets out and he connects on the layup. And he's finally, I believe he's going to get fouled.
There should be an N1.
I believe he's going to get fouled. There was a late call. I honestly just didn't have time to calm down. He already made the layup.
Yeah, it was kind of dangerous because he had a trailer behind him, and as he's coming down, he almost got cut as he was trying to come down.
Got cut. He seemed to be okay. Both players do. So Clay's going to go to the line, shooting the N1, trailing by a score of 58-54. That free throw's up and it's good. So now the Mustangs lead by a score of 58-55. 6:18 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mustangs leading over the Crusaders. Pass over to Mike. Mike swings over to Heyman. Heyman trying to dribble, gets into the thread of the defense, swings it over to Mike for a deep 3, and that's up and good for a 3-point shot.
Man, nerves of steel on that one right there.
Yes, sir. 61-55 now. The Mustangs lead over the Crusaders. Nice drive by Clay. Tipped off the Mustangs defender's hand, so it's going to stay possession to the Crusaders. 5:56 remaining in this fourth quarter.
Coach Holnick, to me, it seems like he got these guys being so reserved. They're not applying any type of pressure at all.
Not playing, and really just leaving the starting five out there to handle this load. Nice pump fake by him. He shoots the three. That's going to be way off. Chance for the fight for the rebound was Mr. Reed. He did a nice job of tipping the ball up in the air, and Clay came up with it, but they're going to say he came down 1 feet too many from being inbounds to save that ball. So 5:42 remaining. Mustangs have the ball. 1-3-1 presses up. The ball is tipped, stolen by the Crusaders. Nice job. McClur's up in the field. He gets up to the lane. He connects. And one layup now.
And just as he said that, he switched back to that pressure defense. And you got to think, you've been noticing this. You said that the Crusaders, they kind of have a good rotation. They always keep at least one starter on the floor. But they've been sticking with their guns for the most part of this contest.
Yes, they've been, and they're well conditioned, so you can tell they're ready for this battle that they're going through right now. They're trailing right now 61-58. So head coach is leaving their starting five out there to go get this thing done. 5:24 remaining in the fourth quarter. Loose ball. And then the head coach, Mr. Huffmeister, is going to call a timeout.
Try to say that turnover right there.
Almost got loose. The ball kind of hit off of Heyman's foot, and luckily it didn't go out of bounds. They were able to maintain it, and then the Crusaders did the basketball idea of trapping. And so Huffmeister was able to call that timeout to avoid any turnovers being made by his player and save his own player from getting the earful. So the Mustangs.
Well, you sound like you're speaking from experience.
Just a little
just
bit.
a teensy bit, huh?
Just a little.
Hey, you're listening to the championship coverage of the Christmas tournament, the 53rd annual Conroe Christmas tournament, right here at the Open Mic Broadcast Network. We are in the championship game right now, and it is a very competitive game. 61-58 is our score right now. Conroe, I keep saying Conroe, we're in Conroe, but Crusaders are trailing the Mustangs right now. They're coming out of the timeout. Coach Hofmeister trying to make sure he makes a save from that turnover. But let me tell you, turn over that old car, get you one of those new cars from Buckalew Chevrolet located at I-45 right off the 1100 block. Go by there, check out Donnie and the crew, and let them know that you need a new ride.
You think they'll let me trade in a 1998 for a 2017?
Sure, as long as you make the payments.
Oh, no. Set to go ahead. Mustangs have the ball. The Crusaders are applying a little bit of pressure now from that timeout. Loses the handle was Heyman. He pulls up for the contested mid-range. That's no good. Offensive rebound, but tipped and maintained by the Crusaders. Pass is to Hannum. Hannum hands it over to McClure. McClure pump fakes, hands it over to Clay. Clay dribbles. He gets into the foot of the defense, takes it over to Davis. He's going to shoot the three, and that's up and no good. Fight for the ball. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Now the DJ for the Mustangs is going to slow the tempo down after fight for that ball. Pass over to Charles. Charles over to Heyman. He's at the top of the key now, dribbling. Now going to set up the offense. 4:34 remaining in the fourth quarter. Mustangs leading the Crusaders by a score of 61-58. Finds his big man for the alley-oop.
Wow.
Nice look.
Nice. Yeah, that was nice.
So 4:20 remaining. Hellum has to, he decided to shoot it, but then pump fake and then dribbled in, pass it over to Clay. Clay kicks it over to Reed. Reed goes into the lane. And he Reed getting the poster. Didn't really expect it. But Reed went up physical and got the dunk.
The baseline monster slam.
63-60 now. It is a nice hand by McClure on that pass. 63-60. The Mustangs leading the Crusaders. 3:56 remaining in the fourth quarter.
That was nasty, man. That was nasty, man.
And you have Dr. Prince still reminiscing on the last play.
Oh, my God. That was nasty, man. That was nasty. In a good way. In a good way. Oh, my goodness.
The Crusaders did a nice job of applying pressure, and now they're going to call a foul. A late foul. Clay did a nice job of stripping the ball. And then Charles, I give it to him, did a nice job of acting and falling out when we get the call.
Yeah, I know you know about those falling out floppers, right?
It got me to the free throw line.
92%.
92%. That's all that matters. 3:55 remaining in the fourth quarter. Charles going to the line, shooting the 1-and-1. The first free throw is up and good for the Mustangs. Now they lead by a score of 64-60.
Now, this is where they're going to have to really separate themselves because they're going to have to make their free throws as this game gets closer to an end.
Yes, sir, and you need that senior leadership. Majority of about 3 of your starters for the Mustangs are seniors, so you're trusting them to shake this load.
Same as the Crusaders. They got heavy leadership on seniors.
Yes, sir. 4 seniors for the Crusaders. 3 nice pass by Davis to Henlem. Henlem swings it over to Clay. Clay drives baseline. Kicks it over to McClure in the other opposite corner. He shoots through. That's way off. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Now DJ has the rebound. Pass it over to Clay. And he has bringing the ball up the court. Passing back to DJ. 3:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. That's a 3 for Henlem. And he misses that. Rebounded by Reed. Reed gives it to Davis. Davis is going to try and push the tempo. Doesn't have numbers. Now he's going to try and pull it back and set his offense up. He drives in, gets into the lane, and that's blocked by Holt at the rim. Wow. Nice job. Just nice job of rotating.
Yeah, that was great rotation. And that's one thing. These teams, we've been talking about it the whole broadcast. These teams are very well coached and they're very disciplined teams.
Yes, sir. McClure receives the inbound pass. Pass over to Henlem. Henlem pass over to McClay. Misses the 3-point shot, but nice offensive rebound by Reed. Reed passes it to McClay. Davis shooting the 3 now. That's up and good.
Oh, wow.
I believe.
Did he foul? Did he get fouled?
And they're going to call a timeout. Mr. Holnick is going to call a full timeout now.
Okay.
Want to talk things over. 2:57 remaining in the fourth quarter. 65-63. Cyranch Mustangs leading the Concordia Lutheran Crusaders.
You got a little excited over there, huh, son? Well, look, they're doing a great job. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. You listen to the Open Mic Broadcast Network. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 65-63 Mustangs on top. 2 minutes and 51 seconds remain, and we got us a barn burner, Phil. Is it what you're excited for, man?
This is what you pay your money to come see, a good, evenly matched game. No team running away with this one. Both teams are competing in this gold championship game right now, fighting to stay undefeated. So now the Crusaders are applying full court pressure. And now good job by Clay to get the travel call for a second. He blew the whistle, thought he might have picked up another foul. Did a nice job to get the turnover. So now the Crusaders have the ball coming out of that timeout. Now they had a chance to lose the ball, but maintained by Davis. He gets into the lane, and he connects on to tie this ball game up, 65-65 apiece, 2:40 remaining. Now the ball is stolen, but right back to the Mustangs. It's going to be a foul.
Going back to that last play where they were just on the foul, that was too easy of a shot to make in that lane off that penetration there. No, it went uncontested.
He just beat his defender and nobody rotated over. And then by the time you rotate over, he's already released the ball.
He's going back down the
going back on defense, and so you have a chance of picking up a cheap foul, even though they did not. So now you have Mustangs shooting the double bonus, and he connects on the first free throw. So now the Mustang lead by 1 now, 66-65. Clock stopped at 2:34. The second free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Reed for the Crusaders. Clay now has the ball, bringing the ball up the court, now passing half court. Trying to find the open teammate, swings it over to Henlem. Henlem's trying to beat his defender, beats his defender, kicks it over to Clay. Clay swings it on McClure. McClure pump face, kicks it over to Reed. Reed now drives into the paint, clicks over to Davis. Davis swings it over to Clay. Clay swings it over to Davis now for 3. That 3 is up and it's good. Nice job of ball movement just right then by the Crusaders. Hardly couldn't keep up with it. 68-66, the Crusaders lead. Now trying to get the ball. 1:56 remaining in this game. Crusaders doing a nice job, but the Mustangs are doing a better job breaking it. DJ gets into the lane. He connects to tie this game up. Now 68-68, and Hofmeister's going to take a timeout to talk things over.
Yeah, this is what you talk about right here. This is why you play the game. This is when you're doing all those suicides, and this is when it all comes off. Even though this is really the beginning of your season, this will set your tempo mentally for you guys as you get into district play.
Yes, sir. It sets it up by a long shot because you've been prepared for this prior time, so now you know what to do because now this is the time where you can look over the film, well, that's what we can do to get better. So when you get to district, you already have those things worked on because when you go to practice, it's not to work on what you already have good. It's what you work on your weakness to maintain your whole better game overall and what helps the team win. So right now we have a good game right now, 68-68. The Mustangs and the Crusaders are tied, battling for this championship game. Me expected the Crusaders to run away with this one as they have done in previous games.
Oh, my, yeah, they were running through 75-33, 79-64, pretty much having their way with whoever they face. And then not to say the cyranch is not worthy because they ran through their bracket as well. But it wasn't as dominating as it was the way cyranch and compared to the Crusaders.
So the cyranch decided to do a little pressure, but they're going to back off and push it to half court instead of full court. So now Henley's bringing the ball up for the Crusaders, trying to find his open teammate. Picked up his dribble. Now swings it over to Reed. Reed now has the ball. Now passes back over to Helms at the top of the key. 1:25 remaining in the fourth quarter. Tie ball game, 68-68. Hendler's dribbling, penetrating, trying to find an open defender. Swings over to Clay. He shoots the three, and that's up and no good. Rebounded by Reed, and he's stuck by the rim. Kind of got lost the position where he was at. So now the Mustangs have the ball. 1 minute and 3 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Charles swings it over to DJ. DJ gets into the lane, and that's blocked by Reed.
Wow.
Hillum has the rebound. That rolls in and out. Rebounded by McClure, and he's going to be fouled. I believe he's going to go to the line shooting the 1-and-1.
52 seconds remaining. And, man, this is going down to the wire. Now, it's almost to the point to where do you start holding the ball to eat up as much time before you take your shot?
Well, that's the best thing to do because right now, 52 seconds is a lot of time left on the clock. So if you're the Crusaders, if you can capitalize on these free throws, a 1-and-1, if you can make both and get one stop, you want to try and give as much time as you can. But then if you're on the Mustang side, you want to try and go score as fast as you possibly can, but you got a lot of time, so there's no need to rush.
Right. Speaking of no need to rush, don't rush. Take your time to Buckalew Chevrolet. Pick you up one of those new Chevys. Okay. Jimmy was talking about the Silverado and the Tahoe. You know, I'm a Malibu and Impala type guy myself, but it's all good. You go by and see Donnie and crew at 1100 I-45 in Conroe, Texas.
First free throw is up and good for McClure. The second free throw is up and good now for McClure. So now the Crusaders have a 2-point lead, leading 70.
Now you got to put some pressure on right now for the Crusaders.
So now they're playing a little half-court trap now in that 1-3-1. Swings over to Charles. Charles swings it over to Heyman. Heyman swings it back to Charles. Charles going to shoot the 3-point. And that ain't the road in and out. Rebounded by the Crusaders now.
You got to pull it back.
34 seconds remaining in the game. Swings it over to McClure. He's by himself. Now he's getting trapped by the Mustangs. Crusaders have the ball and the lead. 25 seconds remaining. 23 seconds now. Now he's finally going to be fouled.
Right.
20 seconds remaining. 70-68. The Crusaders lead and go into the line shooting a double bonus. You need to make both of these free throws just to be ensured of a 3-point play because if you make these both free throws, it makes it a 2-possession game instead of it being a 1-possession game with no free throws or 1 free throws at this.
Well, this first one's going to tell us something.
First free throw is up and good for the Crusaders.
Well, that's half the pressure off right now.
Half the pressure. So now you can live with giving up a 3 because there's no 4-point play unless you foul them, man, even though you hope that doesn't happen.
That can be crazy.
So 20 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Crusaders leading 71-68, and that free throw is up and it's good for the Crusaders. Now the lead is up now to 4.
They got to get the ball up quick. You still got plenty of time.
Swings it over to his big man, swings over to him, and he almost lost the ball on it. Now being trapped by McClure swings it over to Ashton. He shoots the deep three, and he doesn't connect. 6 seconds. Swings up to his big man. He shoots the corner three. That's up and no good. Rebounded by Ashton. He swings it over. And the Crusaders are going to walk away victorious in this game, winning by a final score of 72-68.
72-68, a great game it was. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll go right back into our post-game show.
Hey, basketball fans, this is Donnie Buckalew with Buckalew Chevrolet. We're happy to be a part of bringing these games to you. For over 52 years, we've been a proud supporter of our schools and our student athletes. If we can be of any assistance to you for any of your automobile needs, sales, or service, please give us a call or contact us at BuckalewChevrolet.com. Remember, it's always a better buy at Buckalew.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What a contest this game was. 72-68 was the final score. The Crusaders holding off the Mustangs, and we had some good games. This was a championship game.
Yes, it was. It was indeed what you paid for and what you played for, actually, too. You played to get here, but you also played to beat the other teams, and you couldn't really run away with this one. Both teams did an outstanding job of displaying great defense. Just the Crusaders did a nice job of outlasting the cyranch Mustangs and defeating them by 4. It wasn't an easy road. It was an easy road to get here, but it wasn't an easy road to finish for the Crusaders.
Well, we say easy road because we're looking at the final scores and what they were. But in all fairness, it wasn't an easy road because this was one of the better balanced tournaments that I've seen in a long time. Every team that was here held their own, and they did some respectable things.
Yes, sir, did some good, respectable things. So now you see the Crusaders being handed the championship trophy in the gold bracket, winning it all. They did an outstanding. Top hands off goes to Bill Honig, trusting his first 5 out there, leaving them out there. You know, they were well conditioned. Just did an outstanding job on leading their team. And those seniors, those 4 seniors, with the one junior did an outstanding job carrying their team to victory. Yeah, they may seem like, well, he only played 5, but the bench did a nice job of encouraging their team. So it's that 5 did it for everybody. It's not just those 5 won. The whole Crusaders won that game.
Well, speaking of, but he rode that 5 for a long
He rode that 5 for the 32 minutes in this game. So hands off to just those starting 5 for just being well conditioned and being up to the challenge.
Right.
Because not many players can do it. In your mind, you can do it, but you got to prepare mentally for it. And most players don't prepare mentally for it. They just think they got it. And the Crusaders were prepared mentally to fight and win this game, and they did whatever they could to do it. So I'm hands off to the Crusaders. And a well-deserved game for them to win at the end of this.
Absolutely. All teams played quite well as the Crusaders holding off, doing an outstanding job to take care of the business. The Crusaders come out on top for the 2017 Christmas tournament provided by the Conroe Tigers, winning a thriller by the score of 72-68. There was not a dull moment in this, even when both teams were going up pace, and it was surprising that cyranch decided to try to slow the tempo down. But you got to be impressed with the discipline of both teams and how they played team ball to get to this championship round.
Yes, sir. It's just a nice job of team ball and everything with the team, rotating at the right time, being unselfish in the time. You may have had an open shot, but your teammate had a better open shot, so you did a nice job of swinging the ball around. So it wasn't too many selfish acts displayed on both teams. You did a nice job. Just a well-deserved game, and I feel bad for the people who didn't come and witness this in person because the atmosphere was nice. It wasn't a boring game because both crowds came out for both teams.
Right.
Well-deserved game to come out and watch, and I look forward to doing this next year.
Right. Well, that's why we do what we do, because it's about these guys put in the work just like everybody else does. So, and we come to try to highlight these student athletes, bring some joy to their families and to their schools, because everybody has that pride. It's a holiday time of the year. Everybody's doing good, and we're mighty thankful that we had the turnout and the support, the listeners that we had throughout the course of this broadcast. We do want to thank Buckalew Chevrolet and Donnie Buckalew in particular for being a supporter and underwriter of this. We want to thank Coach Darrell Mason for allowing us to come and be a part of this. Thank all 14 schools that were involved. Can you call them off the top of your head without looking? Okay.
Westfield, Westbury, Fort Bend Marshall, Fort Bend Bush, Concordia,
yes,
cyranch, Goose Creek,
yes, sir,
Crosby, Conroe. How many is that?
That's 9. Come on, you can do it for us.
Huntsville.
Okay, yes, sir. Navasota.
I was getting there.
Okay.
Navasota, what's that?
That's 11.
Don't tell me. You're not telling me. Foster.
Yes, sir. You're almost there. You're almost there. Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yeah, good job. Good job.
Yeah.
Hey, job well done. Congratulations to Huffmeister of the No, Huffmeister. No.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
Give credit to what credit is due.
Give credit to Huffmeister and cyranch for making it thus far, but you got to tip your hat to Coach Honick and the Crusaders. Come in, take care of business. They'll go back to Tomball toting that they were the champions over the Christmas Classic.
Well, I hope I can get a piece of that nice shiny trophy you got there. It's good in my room. I see it glaring over here.
Yes, sir. Well, look, it was a thrill, 28 games in 2 days. You conquered out the first day, but you came back strong, young man. Did a great job. You want to do a recap on tonight's performance and the last 2 days?
Well, to start off with tonight's performance, you got what you expected. Well, I said I got what I expected. A good, evenly matched game. It wasn't a one-decided game from the start. It was a dog fight all the way to the end of the buzzers, and I was glad to be here to cover this game. Just credit to each team for dogging it out and not giving up. You know, both teams wanted it, but overall there could only be one, and Concordia came out on top. But overall, I've had a nice job, a nice time doing this tournament. You know, the hospitality room. It's been a blessing. It's been a blessing. I miss them today, but I will be back next year to eat up everything. Everything. Yes, and but I just want to thank everybody who sponsored this and put this together, because this is not an easy thing to do, because a lot of teams you got to put this together. So I just thank the people who don't get noticed for all the hard work.
Absolutely.
And putting this together, and they deserve a well pat on the back.
Absolutely. You have the PTO crews that come in. These ladies were working the concession stands. Matter of fact, we had Miss Ken. We wanted to at halftime, but I do understand when you got all these people coming in and out, and you people were hitting you from left to right, they closed up and got out of there. and you cannot blame them. It has been a very great turnout. No scuffles or any hardships. Fans were very respectable. Every team was very respectable, and it's been a great job. Jimmy Wilson and Philip Prince did an outstanding job to carry the bulk of this tournament. I tip my hat to you. Appreciate you very much. Love you and appreciate you for all the work and that hard work and effort you guys put in. Again, we do want to thank Mr. Donnie Buckalew and Buckalew Chevrolet, thanking Coach Darrell Mason, and all of you that have listened. Our final score, again, the Crusaders 72 and the Mustangs 68. The Crusaders are your 2017 Conroe Christmas champions for the 53rd year. Lord say the same. We'll be back for year number 54, and we'll be right here in this corner to do it all again. For Philip Prince, I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. Thanking you all so much. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram. On Twitter is Radio Guy. Instagram is Radio Guy 22. And don't forget the website is obnradio.com. Until the next time, you guys be blessed, and we'll see you on the other side.